Welcome to Academy USA, home of the AABA Pro-Am Basketball League playoff action here in Glendale, California. Your hosts for today, the commentators, Rich Almoyne alongside the wonderful Alec Carmani. Alec, great to have you with us. And the Avan duo, as you can see on your screen, Austin and Akko Kaluna. Austin Cole, Akko Kaluna. Austin averaging 25 and 3, rebounds 11.3, and field goal 47%. This Avan team coming off a tumultuous ending to their regular season. However, they're ready for playoffs against this Artsakh team that had kind of a difficult ending to their season as well. But, you know, with all that being said, it's playoff time. Aaron Breeze, Roman Davis, the main offensive team behind this Artsakh basketball club. Alec, what are you looking for today?
Rich, it's going to be a great battle between two teams here. Avan, a group that we've seen make a few runs now in this league, playing against a very, very hot offensive team here in Artsakh. But I want to see if Artsakh can stay together. They had a tough end to the season there. Can they pick it back up?
It's not a place that they haven't been before. Coach Avo Melkoyan doing well under pressure. But first, let's take a look at the regular season standings. Armenian, Academy USA, and Artsakh Abaran all were part of the teams in the Group A that made it to the playoffs, Erebuni being the only one that did not. And in Group B, Harazdan, Avan, Aragats, and Van. And after today's matchups, Armenian moves on to the semifinals, beat Van in extraordinary fashion. And Harazdan recently just beat Abaran in a forfeit match and will move on into the semifinals. The winner of today's match of Avan versus Artsakh will move on to play Armenian Basketball Club. So, Alec, you know, we're focusing on the playoffs atmosphere here as next week semifinals come straight to you. What are you looking for? Which team do you kind of have as a favorite? Which is the underdog team that's coming up? What kind of idea do you have for the 2023 spring season?
Definitely have to put Armenian up there as the favorite still. Repeating champs, trying to get that back-to-back. And a few of the teams that are right there along the way are a team like Harazdan that are creeping into that category of getting back into that championship hunt. But I think you have to respect the champs. Armenian is the team to beat right now.
Definitely is, and the winner of this match will continue to move on to play the Armenians, as we'll take a brief moment and come back after a few words from our sponsors.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And we're back at Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am League, minutes away from the start of Avan versus Artsakh. The number 2 versus the number 3 seed. Winner moves on to play the Armenians. But let's first look at Artsakh's two dominant offensive players, Roman Davis and Aaron Breeze. Alec, how important is it to get a guy like Aaron Breeze to get his game going? Last game he got an ejection, so he wasn't a part of the crucial parts of it. But what do you expect from Aaron Breeze and how to keep him in the game?
Oh, he's got to lead them today, Rich. Without Roman Davis here for this Artsakh team, Aaron's going to have to be a guy that puts up at least 30 to 35 for them to win this game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's going to be big.
No, I agree. Aaron Breeze, one of those players for sure. They're missing Roman Davis, but on the Avan end, they're missing Akko Kaluna. That's going to be quite the presence that they're missing, Alec.
A huge piece. Arguably their best player, most important player. You can't replace a guy that's 6'7", has a body, and can shoot and pass, do everything, really.
And he has the experience from Northern Arizona University. Let's not forget about that. As the Avan Artsakh match here at the AABA Pro-Am playoffs begins. Michael Kirkane able to open it up for us. Ryan Barsegian receives it, guarded by Aragad Abramin. Starting lineup for this Avan club is Austin Cole, Michael Kirkane, Alik Irapetian, Ryan Barsegian, and Seva McCurchian. For Artsakh, you have Tyler Lusararian, Aaron Breeze here with the ball, Nima Piaro setting the screen, Aragad Abramian, and Vahe Aristakesian. Aaron Breeze misses the shot, but Nima Piaro there to pick up the rebound. Arpetian to Kirkayan, finds an open Avan member, sets a screen is Kirkayan. Off to Cole. McCurchin crosses. Barsegian receives. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Cole decides to shoot. It's good. Austin Cole probably going to be the main force behind this offensive repertoire for Avan. What kind of game are you expecting, Alec, from Austin Cole? As
Rich,
the, ball goes
the
out of
same way Aaron Breeze has to be the focal point, there's no doubt Austin Cole has to be that guy for Avan, giving them another 40 to 50 point game maybe today. It might not even be enough. He's got to be in that lockdown shooting mode today.
Precisely. As Austin Cole, the man of the hour we were just talking about, to McCurchin, to Barsegian. Great passing by Avan. Finds Kirkayan in the corner. He's going to let it fly. It's good for Michael Kirkayan. Abramian brings it the other way, guarded by Ira Petsian, the Knox College guard. Barsegian picks the pocket of Lusararian. Finds himself in an open lane. Takes it, decides it, but gets blocked by Piaro. Aristakesian pushes it up. Breeze to Lusararian. Piaro, emphatic rebound, and up he goes with a quick bucket for Piaro.
That's going to be the big mismatch down there on the offensive rebound. No one can block out Piaro.
Definitely, as Piaro has already opened up his stat line in the defensive category, on the rebounding category, as Kirkayan misses the rim by far, but out of bounds it goes in Artsakh basketball nonetheless. As Eric Tarosian joins the Artsakh roster. Fairly late, but always helpful for a lineup, of course. Austin Cole brings it up, off to McCurchin. Off-ball screen being set by Cole. Ira Petsian curls around, receives it. Cole, Kirkayan. Down to Barsegian. Great passing once more by Menua Boulians Avan. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kirkayan's going to have to make a decision. And he misses instead. Breeze finds Abramian. Abramian goes up. Good for the former Armenian national team member, Aragad Abramian, one of the greater basketball players that have come out of Verdugo Hills High. Had his jersey recently put up in the rafters. What a great feeling that must be.
Aragad is such a solid player. He can really do everything on the offensive end. And defensively, he has a good presence too.
No, definitely. Player that gained momentum overseas as well. Aaron Breeze goes up. Speaking of overseas, Aaron Breeze coming off a season in Armenia, played professionally. One of the players that moved to Armenia in the post-pandemic period. Cole, guarded by Piaro very well. Kirkayan finds it. Still off for Michael Kirkayan, one of the players that has moved to the Bay Area, and he's coming back. And, you know, basketball is not necessarily the priority right now for him, but he's always been able to handle it. As a foul against Kirkayan, it's going to be his first team foul for Michael Kirkayan.
It's going to be really important, Rich, for Mike to find that rhythm, being another shooter out on the court for this Avan team. He's going to have to get in a rhythm at some point, right? And like you mentioned, it's very tough coming back and forth and not being in a rhythm. But you can do that by maybe getting to the basket, getting a foul like Aaron did right here. He hadn't made his first 2 shots. Get to the free throw line.
I totally agree with that there. As we're going to get our first substitutions for Avan, checks in is Shant Shnaravorian, one of the players that has made a dent in this Avan's basketball team in terms of effectiveness. Shnaravorian, let's not forget, he was able to lock down, to his best of his abilities, of course, against Andre Spite. But he is definitely one of the new players in this league that many are focusing on as he checks into the game for Kirkayan. 8-6, 6:30 left to go in the first. Ira Petsian off to Barseghian. Cutter is Austin Cole, open. Guarded by Piaro. Tries to go over him, and he does so very well with a rainbow shot over Piaro. Abramian tries to shake off Ira Petsian. Piaro's on the roll. Abramian goes up, and it's good. Ira got Abramian so gifted from the mid-range. And I'm talking about the mid-range specifically because I feel like that is one of the lost arts that we talk about frequently. It's lost its value over with analytics kind of taking over the game, but mid-range is still a key thing to have as a foul on Galaxy Caribbean.
Two guys that do it so well are playing in this game. You got Cole and Aragod, both great mid-range players. And it's important, Rich. It's important because it makes the defense focus in on that paint area a little more so you can get an open shot.
Breeze uncharacteristically loses the ball, and off it goes to the sideline. Little gimme for Avan. Ira Petsian, Knox College alumnus, guarded by Breeze. Here comes Austin Cole again off the ball. Guarded by Lucirarian, the defensive man for Artsakh, as Piaro comes in and denies it. And great defense by Artsakh, able to stop this Avan team. Miss layup Abramian. Rebound tipped by Breeze to Piaro, and up they go. Scores tied 10-10. Schnoravorian from the corner. That's something to watch out if you're Artsakh. Schnoravorian, the Pasadena City College guard, showing out tonight. Breeze, guarded by Schnoravorian. Interesting move. Piaro grabs the rebound once more and unable to convert there. Alec, you've already mentioned Piaro was going to be the difference maker for Artsakh, and he already has been.
Unless you put two bodies on him, I don't think you're going to have a chance to block him out. He just gets above everyone else.
Cole finds Schnoravorian. He's going to let it fly again. No good this time around as Breeze walks it across the half-court line. 13-12, 4:35 left to go in the first quarter. Artsakh found open by Lucirarian. He goes up. No good. And Ira Petsian with the rebound. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity for Ira Petsian. He selects Cole. Back to Ira Petsian. To Caribbean, the hot hand. No good there. Cold as ice. Bramian thought he had Piaro, unable to get it there safely, but Breeze gets it instead. Lucirarian, left hand, goes up, and it's good for Tyler Lucirarian.
Just really good pace from both teams right now. And you could see it. The guys are getting a little tired, but great shot there by Cole. I love the pace so far, Rich.
Austin Cole once again shows us exactly why we had considered him doing one of the best this year out of all the players we had in this league. And he always reminds us that he's still a top player. Piaro going against Austin Cole, and Piaro, one player that also, out of probably 10 players in this league that work out with Coach V. Eskijian twice a week here at Academy USA, getting their game right, especially for Piaro, who learned the game as an intramural sport for him. And defensive play leads into a rebound for Artsakh. Lucirarian lets it fly. It's a 2. No good. Schnoravorian moves it up. Artsakh going to pick him up. Schnoravorian tries to get him off him. Austin Cole with the screen. And a timeout called by Menu Abulian just as Sean Schnoravorian had the lane. We'll be back after more. Score 16-16 here in Glendale, California.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And we're back at Academy USA, home of the AABA Pro-Am Basketball League. It's playoff time, just in case you didn't know. Artsakh versus Avan. Winner of this game moves on to play the Armenian Basketball Club, the team that beat Van as the first game of our quadruple header for today. And the third game of today's quadruple header is Avan versus Artsakh. Let's see what we have in store. McCurchin finds Garibian to Kirkayan. 3 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to let it go. No good. Rebound, Piaro. He's going to push it up. Has Breeze to his left. Selects him. Two-man action between Piaro and Breeze. Breeze finds Artsakh straight to Piaro. Double down low. Thought he got fouled, and referee with the right call, but a little too late.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous time if you're Avan. Really big mismatch with Piaro in there, with no bigs, with Cole being out right now for a breather. You got to find some way to maybe send a double team or go into a zone, something to change that part of him dominating you inside.
Definitely. Both teams will have to make some kind of adjustments in this match. The games go pretty long, stop clock, something that, American basketball players have yet to get used to. I mean, it's part of the FIBA process. Just slows down the game and makes it a lot more pace-worthy. And each team can dictate it on their own, of course. Let's see how Avan figures it out in this play. Shnaravorian guarded by Lusararian, switched up. Kirkayan finds McCurchin to Shnaravorian. Wide open Shnaravorian. He's let it go. No good, but Zarabi there to grab it. And it's an out-of-bounds Avan basketball with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Substitutions for Avan. Out goes Galaxy Caribbean. In comes Ryan Barsegian. Ryan Barsegian, another player for Avan that has made a notable effort this year, especially in this season, for the Avan Basketball Club. Trusted very much by Menua Bullion. And wide open is Barsegian. He's going to let it go. It's good.
Ryan is one of the most high IQ players that I've played with, played against. We had a good run together, playing together at one point, and I got to see his mindset. He just knows what to do on every possession.
I would even go as far as, great shot by Vyars that Kessian opens up his stat line. I would even go as far as saying Ryan Barsegian may just be the Jennifer Aniston of basketball. He just keeps getting better as he gets older. What can I say?
His hair gets better, too. Every year I see him.
You're taking it from a different angle, but I understand what you're saying. But, yeah, no, Ryan Barsegian, definitely a player that played in Hoover High School, but I feel like his game has really grown since those days. As a rebound, offensive rebound by Shnaravorian. Artsakh can't figure it out on a rebounding end. McCurchin, screened by Zarabian. He's going to let it fly. No good. Zarabian tries to get the rebound, but Abramian does instead. Guarded by Barsegian. He's going to take the lane. Zarabi comes in to help, and out goes Zarabi to the ground. He's slow to get up. Rebound by Barsegian. Sure hope Zarabi's okay. The Shnaravorian takes it to Piaro. Finds McCurchin in the process. And it's good for Sevan McCurchin.
Really big 2 minutes here with Cole being out and Avan being able to keep the game close and even tying it up, Rich.
Zarabi holding on to that hamstring. Looks like we're going to get a substitutions for Zarabi. In comes Austin Cole with 32 seconds left in the first quarter. 21-21. Pretty even match so far, Alec. As Kirkayan will be the one to bring it up, potentially a 2-for-1 opportunity. Two opportunities before the quarter ends in the first quarter. Shnaravorian with a friendly bounce. It's good. Scores 24-21. Artsakh trying to tie this match or bring it closer before the quarter ends. Shnaravorian guarding Breeze. Artsakh unable to convert, and it's 2.8 seconds left on the shot clock. On the game clock. Zarabi checks in for Kirkayan, a strategic substitution. Finds Breeze. Breeze is going to have to shoot. and no good for Aaron Breeze. The score is 24-21. Avan is up. We'll be back with more after a few words from our sponsors.
Professional orientation կարևոր է, որովհետեւ I am Manush from Shenik village. Being from the older generation of co-op kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with co-op programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. Co-op motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills and make a decision to become a diplomat.
And we're back at Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am Basketball League here in Glendale, California. Avan Artsakh, winner of this match, continues on to compete in AABA playoffs against the Armenian Basketball Club. The undefeated team has not lost in 2 seasons, as Avan and Artsakh will look to compete in the second quarter before we head into the Armenian Sniper halftime report. Lusararian to Breeze. Breeze, second man arrives. Nazarian, he's going to let it go. No good. Rebound, Austin Cole. Schnoravorian tries to get Nazarian off him. Down the middle does he go, and Schnoravorian takes it from coast to coast. The Pasadena City College guard doing well for himself already. Travell Jones, guarded by Austin Cole. Still shaken up. And out of bounds, Avan Basketball Club. The Avan team already so energized, Alec. How key is it to have a bench like that where they're always there for you?
Oh, it's so important, Rich. So important to build your own energy. And it all starts with head coach Manuel Bully. And I think he provides so much structure for these guys in a good way.
And an and one call for Manuel Bullian's Austin Cole. Austin Cole, Cal Lutheran member, one of the players on Avan Basketball Club that has an extensive resume alongside Alikai Repetian, of course, with the D3 background in Illinois, Akko Kaluna, D1 background from Northern Arizona. So you have a little bit of a mixed bag for Avan Basketball Club where you have JUCO and college experience left and right.
And then you have role players, Rich, that know their role. That's so important to complement your stars.
Definitely is, Alec. Without the supporting cast, the director is nothing. Travell Jones tries to go up. Great defensive effort by Avan. Stops that in the tracks as Abramian tries to come in and steal the ball, but he doesn't do so, and Schnoravorian's going to miss it. Abramian with the rebound. Has Breeze and Travell Jones. Chooses Jones. Against Barsegian, up he goes, and a foul in the process. And he's going to be going up for 2 shots, Travell Jones. Fouls on number 5, Ryan Barsegian. Seems like his first personal. First team foul for the Avan. And for those of you just tuning in, we are officially in the AABA playoffs. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. It's AABA.league. Make sure to visit us at Twitter as well to keep up with all the updates of all things AABA. And Alec, you know, when the playoffs comes around, it's win or go home. The attitude completely changes. But that's not to say that during the regular season, each team can beat any team. What kind of change or adapting do you have to do if you're a team coming into the playoffs for the first time?
Oh, you have to play defense. That's so important for teams to understand. When it gets into playoff mode, the team that rebounds and the team that gets stops when it's crucial is going to win. You can't rely on your offense only when it comes to playoff basketball.
The 2 teams, Abaran and Vaughn, who entered the playoffs for the first time, both knocked out early in the quarterfinals. So I agree with you. A lot to adjust as Abramian's going to let it go. It's good for Aragat Abramian.
Such a tough shot, Rich.
Oh, yes, indeed. The former professional over in Kazakhstan. Austin Cole, guarded by the bigger Nazarian. Takes it to him, straight to the chest. It's good by Austin Cole. Continues his offensive campaign for Avan. Great move by Travell Jones to find himself around Ali Karapetian. Breeze wants it. He's going to move around Travell Jones. Guarded by Schnaravorian. 12 seconds on the shot clock now. Lusararian's flaring up. Abramian open. He's going to let his guy fly by, and it's good off the bank for Abramian. What a play there, Alex. So much ball movement. Just had it much easier for Artsakh to find openings. But Schnaravorian there to knock down the three before I could say anything. Abramian tried to retaliate, no good. Schnaravorian, the crowd is cheering for him. Barsegian to Kirkayan. Back to Schnaravorian, he's going to let it go. No good.
He's brought a different type of energy to this group that we hadn't seen in the last couple of seasons. Just a young, quick guard to complement the others.
I would say it complements the Abulian style of play very well. Abulian lets his players play in moderation, and his players never get uncharacteristic. And you know, Sean Schnaravorian definitely has one of those personalities that will fit in a system. Ira Petsian has Schnaravorian flaring up. Wants it. No. Cole opens up instead. Cole's going to shoot it. No good. Rebound, Lusararian. Breeze over on the perimeter. Finds Abramian. Abramian, no good. Jones tips it. Barsegian gets it, and it's a foul called just beforehand, and a good call by referee Fred Babajanian. Substitutions for Artsakh Basketball Club. Eric Tarosian makes his entrance, along with Vahe Aristakesian. Out goes Breeze, and Lusararian with him as well.
Rich, it really is evident to me that the pressure from Avan's defense is starting to get to Artsakh. A lot of guys breathing heavily, asking for subs. And if you're Avan, you have to keep that up. You got to just keep pushing them on defense.
Well, if you're Avan, you got to use that as an advantage, as Schnaravorian really tried to change the pace there, but a foul called before he could even get the shot up. Coach Abulian didn't like it. A referee himself understands the game better than most, as Abramian takes the opportunity to go, drives it to Nazarian. Aristakesian's going to let it fly. It's good for the assistant head coach of the Glendale High School Boys Varsity Club. 36-29, 5.5 left to go in the first half. Cole goes up and one. So silky for Austin Cole. Man, what a shot.
That's a big mismatch right there, Rich. Just don't know how much they can rely on anyone besides maybe Travell Jones guarding Austin Cole. I mean, I just don't see many guys on Artsakh that are going to go one-on-one with him.
And the thing about Austin Cole is that his IQ is really high up there. You know, it's one of those players that even if you're thinking about what to do on defense, he probably has already his mindset on what he's going to be doing on offense. So not one of the easiest players to guard, but wholeheartedly agree. You're going to have to figure out something against Austin Cole because he's probably opening up for another 40-point game.
I honestly don't think I see him take any bad shots throughout the course of a game. He just takes what's given to him. And when you're that talented and you take what the defense gives you and you don't force, I mean, it's one of the most dangerous things.
Traveling call for Eric Tarosian. Newly arrived to this match. One of the key players for Ava Melkonian's Artsakh. And an out of bounds stepped out is Schnaravorian. Better view for the referee than us, that's for sure. Less than 5:20 left to go in the half. 39-29. Avan still in control. Tarosian against Ira Petsian. He's going up. Lots of contact. Travell Jones, 3 rebounds in 1 play, and he tries it one more time and gets fouled just before the shot could make its way. Foul was on Michael Kirkayan. Kirkayan, experience with Crespi High School, won a CIF over there, one of the best schools in Los Angeles basketball history. And if I'm not mistaken, was it Melton that was on that team as well?
It was.
It was, right? The Grizzlies, if I'm not mistaken, if he's still on the Grizzlies. I know he was playing last year, but Kirkayan nonetheless has great experience coming out of that high school. And he actually played on the same AAU team, fun fact, with Aaron Holiday.
Anytime you get a chance to play with better players, I personally think it helps elevate your game. And then you kind of spread that to every team that you go to, and it's kind of this endless cycle.
Yes, I like to say it's the Magic Johnson effect. Magic Johnson would make all of his teammates so much better. I mean, Byron Scott, don't get me wrong, much respect, but he would make Byron Scott look a lot better. Or, excuse me, Michael Cooper as well. Ira Petsian, Schnoravorian, good for Shant. Schnoravorian shooting the lights out today, making a name for himself on this team, or dare I say this league. Jones up against Cole, and the undersized Cole has nothing to do there, and Jones able to score. Ira Petsian guarded by Tarosian. Austin Cole looks to come off the screen. Jones energized, guarding Cole, and rebound for Jones. Pushing up. Stolen by Kirkayan off his knee. Ball in the hands of Artsakh. Checking in. Piaro. Checks in for Jones. As Breeze and Vahe Arstakessian will take care of the backcourt for Artsakh. Schnoravorian on Breeze. Breeze tries to shake Schnoravorian off him. Piaro having issues there. And Schnoravorian there to stop the passing lane. Alec, he's so great in the passing lane. Something you really love to see from a coach, not only from a defensive standpoint, but overall from a player's skill set.
Yeah, he's anticipating in the right way. He's not cheating. He's just anticipating where the offensive player is looking.
Breeze wanted an and one there. Luckily had a teammate before. And a traveling call easily seen from our point of view as well. And for those unfamiliar, check out the schedules and the scores on AABA.team. It's www.aaba.team. Breeze, guarded by Schnoravorian. Breeze, great screen by Nazarian. He's there. Barsegian guarding Nazarian, enticing him to shoot, but little does he know, he actually shoots quite well from the mid-range. And a timeout called by Menoa Bullion. He has seen enough. His lead has been cut in half, and we'll be back with more after a few words from our sponsors.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We're back at Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am League here in Glendale, California. It's all playoffs here, 42-37. Avan is up, but their lead is cut by half by this Avan Melkonian Artsakh Basketball Club. Akko Kaluna missing in action for Avan. Austin Cole is their second leading scorer of the season, but I think there's a new name in town for Avan, Alec, and dare I say, Shant Schnoravorian is making a dent.
Really impressed with how he's playing on both sides. He's being asked to guard the best player from Artsakh and Aaron Breeze, and then he's hitting shots and being aggressive. Yeah, he got blocked there, but he's being aggressive, which this Avan team needs.
Definitely. Aggression is something that Artsakh needs desperately, as their season is one loss away from stopping today. Same thing goes for Avan, of course, as Piaro able to knock it, and Barsegian brings it down the other way on the left-hand side. Tarosian guarding Barsegian. Austin Cole with a great cut over Nima Piaro, able to get the and one action. This is his second opportunity in less than 3 minutes, getting an and one. Austin Cole leaving a show for everyone to see.
Big basket there. You were on an 7-0 run, being Artsakh. Needed a basket, and who do you go to? The guy that you can trust the most.
I like this offensive action from Avan. Not letting down, coming straight back. 6-point lead now for Avan. 2:45 left to go in the half. Make sure to stay tuned for the Armenian Sniper halftime report. And Artsakh slow to get up. Missed layup there. Shnoravorian finds Kirkayan. Lots of movement by Avan on this run, and a lot of contact there. No call by the referees. A great defensive effort by Shnoravorian. Not letting down, not pounding, but able to get it back. And Austin Cole with an and one three-pointer. Great play by Avan Basketball Club. Alec, what a turn of events. You love to see that from a leadership standpoint. Not letting down, coming back, playing the defensive route, and letting your defense turn into offense.
What a sequence there. I personally thought it was a foul on that end with the attack by Sean, but you got to keep playing, and they did, getting it right back with that three.
What a play by Avan coming out of the timeout. That was their second opportunity at the rim, and third opportunity at the rim, and they did not let down their head coach, Abulian. As Austin Cole able to score. Recently engaged Austin Cole. Austin Breeze, a screen by Piaro. Artsakh wide open. Kirkayan's going to try to contest, but no. Ira Petsian going to take it to Artsakh. They got numbers. Avan's going to go up. Austin Cole, it's good for Avan. They're up and running, and they're energized. Lusararian the other way. Ira Petsian takes the hit, and an offensive foul for Avan Basketball Club. It's everything Avan right now.
What a turnaround, Rich. What a turnaround. Back up to a 12-point game.
Great defense by this Avan Basketball Club. That's where the discipline really shows. And, of course, they're talented. Don't get me wrong. We've already talked about their resumes and the role players, but it's moments like this that teams are able to set the tone, and if they're willing to keep it, it can stay for the rest of the game. Shnoravorian to Kirkayan to Cole. Guarded by Breeze. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cole goes. It's good for Austin Cole.
Just so good in that mid-range that you talked about earlier, Rich.
Tarosian fouled by McCurchin.
And Rich, he's at 26 points already. 28 make that for Austin Cole. That 50-point mark is right there for him once again.
For Avan, foul trouble is Mike Kirkayan. Nothing to worry about if you're McCurchin. Got your first personal just now, but something to keep in mind of if you're Coach Abulian. Eric Tarosian, guarded by McCurchin. Kirkayan on Artsakh. Artsakh gets doubled in the corner. Great defense by this Avan club. McCurchin, no numbers. Works around it, gets fouled, and he's headed to the free throw line. McCurchin getting pretty aggressive on the offensive end, but it all started on the defensive end, similar to that last play that we were talking about moments ago, Alec.
Rich, to have a chance to make this a 15-plus point game going into the half when it was just a 2-point game is such a big turnaround if you're Artsakh. You really started getting some momentum. Now you're fouling where you shouldn't be, giving turnovers. You got to find something, and I think Aragod was that guy that was bringing them some stability on offense. But they need someone. They need someone to pick them up right now.
15-point lead for Avan. Nothing is set in stone, of course. We've seen it many times before. Second half comes around. Teams oftentimes wake up. It's almost like the snooze button just wasn't around. Piaro, guarded by Zarabi. Breeze from the Lillard line. Piaro rolls. Artsakh to Piaro. Piaro goes up. It's good, and one call for Nima Piaro. Abulian not happy, head coach of the Avan, not happy with the call. A good continuation call by the referee, nonetheless, at least from my point of view. It's going to be one shot for Piaro. Foul, I believe, was on McCurchin. Now it's his second personal. Got to keep an eye out on that as you head into the third quarter. Excuse me, foul was on Zarabi. That was his second personal. And out goes Zarabi. Back into the game is Austin Cole. And a call by the referee clearly noted, a foul on Austin Cole. Austin doesn't fight the call, recognizes it. Eric Tarosian's going to be at the line instead. They're in the bonus, which is why he's headed at the free throw line, so that makes sense. For those wondering what the stats are, schedule, make sure to visit our official website to www.aaba.team. Rebound once more by Artsakh, but McCurchin's there this time around and finds Kirkayan. Kirkayan has 43 seconds on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Lots of screen action here. A lot of off-ball movement by Abulian's Avan. Austin Cole, Ira Petsian. 7 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to make an offensive decision. McCurchin's going to let it fly, fairly open, but misses it. And 22 seconds left to go into half. Artsakh is going to walk it up.
They missed their chance there for a 2-for-1, Rich.
Artsakh going to go all the way. Nifty move off the off foot. 6 seconds left. Ira Petsian's going to have to act quick. With 2 seconds left, he's going to let it fly. Kirkayan, no good. And the score, 54-43. Headed into the second half. We'll be back with more after a few words from the Armenian Sniper halftime report.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Frances. Ես Աթին եմ, ես 5 տարեկան եմ, շատ եմ սիրում ես կենտրոնը գա, 2 հատ ապեր Վազգենը, Ալեքս, մի հատ է Սոնա։
Կենտրոնը իրականացնում է հոգեբանական, սոցիալական, առողջարարական և կրթական ծրագրեր, որի շահառուները կարող են լինել և երեխաները, և ծնողները։ Այստեղ նաև ծնողավարական աշխատանքներ ենք տանում, որովհետև միակողմանի աշխատանքը միայն երեխային ուղղված անարդյունավետ կլինի։
Ուզում եմ մեծանամ, որ բժիշկ դառնամ։
what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Professional orientation-ը կարևոր է, որովհետև I am Manush from Shenik Village. Being from the older generation of co-op kids, I participated in various programs: healthy lifestyle, English access, professional orientation, and startup incubation. I study international relations at Yerevan State University, and last semester, as an Erasmus Plus student, I studied political science at the University of Messina in Italy. Many soft skills I gained and volunteering experience I had with co-op programs helped me to reach even Italy, study abroad, and come back again to my village. Co-op motivated me to be the change I want to see in my community. I want to emphasize the importance of English access and professional orientation programs in my life, which helped me to improve my English skills and make a decision to become a diplomat.
What's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Welcome back to Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am Basketball League here in Glendale, California, in the greater Los Angeles area. Alec, for the Armenian Halftime Sniper Report, we need to oftentimes talk about what we saw in the first half. And personally, I think the one name that rings a bell is Shant Shnoravorian.
Just a great half from him. Second leading scorer for Avan, putting up 17 points. When we were wondering who's going to step up for Kaluna, not being there for them, and he's the guy.
Agreed, as Akko Kaluna still missing in action for Avan. Scores 54-43 in the opening minutes of the third quarter. And I agree, Shant Shnoravorian has really made a name for himself here for Avan, taking into consideration that the majority of the points usually come from Akko Kaluna, and here they are up by 11 against the pretty reputable Artsakh basketball club. The 12 seconds on the shot clock. Travell Jones goes up in a strong manner. Barsegian on the wing side. Irapetian brings it up against Breeze. Lots of screen and action play by Avan. Kirkayan opens up. Barsegian sets a screen for Kirkayan. Flares out. Austin Cole receives it. Guarded by Breeze. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Irapetian. He's going to have to make a move. Finds Barsegian with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Almost in. And a rebound by Abramian, stolen by McCurchin. A lot of the Avan players are still on the other side of the half court, but no problem for Austin Cole, who seems to have hurt his hamstring in the moment of shooting. Hope he's okay. Abramian to Lusararian. Lusararian curls. Breeze. No good. Rebound by Avan. Irapetian able to secure. Abolian yelling to push the ball. Irapetian does. Cole receives the space he needs.
Ooh.
Cole goes up, and Artsakh with the body foul, and Austin Cole will be headed to the charity stripe for 2.
You got to keep feeding him inside until it doesn't work. And we've seen it work almost every single time. I don't think there's many guys in the league, let alone on Artsakh, that can guard Austin Cole one-on-one in the post. He can make a turnaround jump shot. He can spin inside. And then if you double team him, he can kick it out. He's so dangerous.
Next week's semifinals. Don't go away. Make sure to have your subscription on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to us and watch us at 12:15 p.m. Get the semifinals started. And make sure to check us out for the high school league as well. Visit Instagram's AABA.league for more. As Abramian, an easy lay. Abulian not happy on the defensive effort of Avan on that play. Cole. Barsegian, great passing by Avan. That's been the name of the game for them. Barsegian finds his way all the way. Thought he got fouled. Nothing. Abulian is livid. He is absolutely livid. He is not happy with the call, or shall I say the no call.
Looked to be a good amount of contact there, but if you ask Ryan, he wants to finish that. He doesn't want to rely on a foul being called.
14 seconds on the shot clock for Kirkayan and the company as Austin Cole gets fouled harshly by number 1, Aragad Abramian, the former Armenian national team member. Scores 58-47. Just about 8 minutes left to go in the third. Beautiful sunny Saturday, Alec. Thanks for coming today, honestly.
I'm so glad the weather is brightening up, Rich.
Yeah, I know. It's like raining for the majority of the season. Kind of felt like a Twin Peaks met ABBA vibe this entire season.
Look, really important few minutes here if you're Artsakh. This lead, which grew at the end of that half, it's got to be cut down in this third quarter. You can't wait around and give Avan that lead for long periods of time because they're a very disciplined team. Yeah. They're not going to give it up. Definitely.
A very, shall I say, laissez-faire style of coaching meets a very disciplined style of coaching. Avo Melkonian and Menua Abolian. Abramian unable to touch rim there, and Kirkayan effortlessly grabs it. Finds Irapetian. Cutter is Austin Cole. Finds Cole. Goes up. It's good. Austin Cole, assist by Alik Irapetian. Beautiful pass by Irapetian. Really one of those point guards that super unselfish, doesn't care to put the ball in the hoop, wants to make sure others get the ball in the hoop. As Abramian gets fouled on the play in action. Alec, you've had the luxury of coaching and playing. I usually ask this question to all our members. Coaching or playing, which one do you prefer?
Rich, playing has this gratification only to you. But when you coach, you get to kind of make an impact for multiple people at once. So I think I get more satisfaction as a coach, honestly.
As Aaron Breeze able to knock down for his coach, Avo Melkonian. Scores 62-50. Shnaravorian opens up. Artsakh's going to have to watch out for that three-point range. Barsegian, lots of screen action on the other end. Kirkayan has an opening, thinks about it. 8 seconds left. Cole lets it fly. No good. Rebound Lusararian. And off to Breeze. Off the outlet. Lusararian has Travell Jones wanting it. Kirkayan's there, and he grabs it loose right into the hands of Cole. Irapetian gets fouled in the process, and we got ourselves an inbound. Fouls on Tyler Lusararian.
Great help defense on the other side there. There's no way you can just send one guy and have him guard Travell Jones in the post. So Mike coming over, helping there, really big play.
Artsakh now has 4 players with 2 fouls. Not too much of a problem, but as the game becomes more intense and aggressive, that may be a problem in the future, as Ryan Barsegian able to cut me off with a 3-pointer. And Travell Jones energized. I think he's become a lot more attentive of Austin Cole's actions, Travell Jones. Barsegian comes off the screen. Ira Petian finds Kirkayan. Cole. An easy bucket. The offense that Abulian has Avan in, it's almost like they're conserving a lot of energy. They're not making any extra movements. All they're doing is getting open, and that is super helpful for a team that's maybe not deep enough with a bench, but obviously both teams got a major bench, as a 3-pointer knocked down to stop the bleeding by Abramian.
Yeah, Avan running a basic motion offense that gets the shooters some looks, right? Some screen away, some movement. That's all it takes when you have good IQ players.
Barsegian to Ira Petian. Ira Petian finds 2 Avan players nearby. Needs some spacing. 1 second. 1 second left on the shot clock. Referees are going to correct the clock. Rightfully so. Great team we have today. With 1 second left on the shot clock, Alec, who do you pass it to?
You're obviously looking for Cole, but whoever opens up, you got a catch and shoot option.
Kirkayan's going to have to make a move. And still no shot clock. Breeze trying to figure out whether it's a 0.3 left or a 0.8.
That's the challenge with a shot clock. You can't see the tens.
And a 3-pointer was off, and a rebound by Avan. The second opportunity plays are pouring for Avan. Great defense by Avan, stopping the play. Abramian wide open. He wants it. And way off is Abramian. Artsakh's going to have to find some kind of rhythm, Alec, in order to change things around, or else this might just end being their last game until the fall.
Yeah, it all starts here, Rich. It all starts on defense. They haven't been able to get any stops, and it just hasn't led to any momentum on the other end.
Cole misses the shot. Rebound Nazarian. Finds Abramian. Travell Jones is cutting deep. Oh, great move by Abramian to get spacing as Nazarian's there. An easy deuce for Nazarian. He is 2 for 2 from the mid-range, something to keep an eye out for. Scores 67-57. Artsakh really trying to break this double-digit lead into half. Nearly 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Aggressive defense by Artsakh with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. As Shneur Avorian goes up, but an easy call by the referees against Vahe Aristakesian. His second personal. It's the fourth team foul of Artsakh. And for those tuning in religiously to AABA League, we appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. For those that haven't subscribed, make sure to click subscribe on YouTube to get notified for all the playoff matches in the future. Substitution for Avan. In comes Galaxy Caribbean, the sharpshooter, for the point guard, Alik Irapetian. Artsakh heavily relying on Nazarian and Jones in the rebounding category. Early on, Piaro had the upper hand in the rebounding game, but it seems like Avan has kind of dictated the pace since then.
Rich, one stat that's really coming to mind right now is the fact that Aaron Breeze has only been held, or has been held, to 5 points as he scores there. But great defense by the kid that you bring up multiple times, that you brought up multiple times today, Shant. He's been playing great defense. A lot of credit has to go to him of why Aaron Brees hasn't had a great game.
And both ends, right? He's both on the offensive and defensive end. Been miraculous for this Avan team. Armenian pushes it up. Sense of urgency being a little bit more evident for Artsakh. Breeze has Travell Jones on the run. Finds the footing. Jones grabs a rebound, no good there. And the ball remains on that half with 13 seconds left in the play. Substitution, Zarabi feeling well enough to get back into the game. Austin Cole subbing out. In comes Ryan Barsegian and Ali Kairapetian as well. The two hopping off the floor along with Austin Cole is Sevan McCurchin and Michael Kirkayan. The undersized Zarabi guarding Travell Jones, and Zarabi goes down strong. Hope everything's okay for Zarabi. An upper body jab. All a part of the game, of course. Nothing malicious. As Abramian's going to be on the first line defense for Artsakh. Shnoravorian guarded by Nazarian. And Nazarian unable to slide his feet just in time, and Shnoravorian took the foot by its I don't know where I'm going with that, Alec. I have no idea.
Hey.
I was going to say took the foot by the horn, but I was like, what?
Pretty much saying he's much quicker than his defender, which he is. It's a mismatch. And as an offensive player, you see that mismatch, you just go right at it.
I had a Van Gundy brain fart. That was a real Van Gundy brain fart. Free throw made by Shnoravorian. For all updated schedules and stats, make sure to visit www.aaba.team to find out more about what time the next matches are. If websites don't do it for you, Instagram, aaba.league. As Shnoravorian is able to knock down the second, 71-61, still a 10-point lead for Artsakh, unable to mitigate. And Travell Jones going to go over the top, easy call. Great box out by Galaxy Caribbean. Able to stop Travell Jones' opportunity to grab the rebound. And we're going to get some free throws here, Alec. It's a bonus. And make sure to tune in next week. Today, of course, is the quarterfinals. Semifinals starting next week, 12:15 p.m. That's where the subscription comes into hand. Make sure to subscribe to get that notification on whatever phone you have.
Rich, I don't know if I should be saying this or not, but it looks like Avan did a little switcheroo at the free throw line here. Unless the foul actually was.
Oh, was there?
I could have sworn Galaxy was the one that did a good box out, got the foul call. Nonetheless, you got Sean going to the free throw line.
Well, I can't confirm nor deny that. I'm just going to have to call New Jersey and find out from them.
Hey, you do. It ain't cheating if you ain't trying.
Is that a Ricky Bobby quote?
Yeah.
Tarosian launches it. No good. Travell Jones with the rebound opportunity. And an Avan basketball player comes down strong. Hope everything's okay for Caribbean. Really came hard to the floor.
Yeah, Rich, it just looked like the momentum from Jones after the foul pushed Galaxy into a teammate. He's a big guy, Rich. He's a big guy, and if you foul him, you take the punishment more times than he does.
I agree. Hope everything's okay. And
look, a chance here for Artsakh to cut it back to 10 with 2.5 left here. It's going to be a very important 2 minutes, in my opinion, to end this quarter, bring it down to single digits. You don't want to keep that deficit and struggle heading into the fourth. Give yourself something to look forward to.
Now, Alec, 73-62. I feel like in most games nowadays, when it's a 10, 12-point lead, it doesn't really mean anything anymore because of the value of the three-pointer. But so far, Artsakh has not necessarily been unstoppable from the three-point line per se. So when it comes to that, from a coach's perspective, what kind of adjustments are you making when the shot's not going in? What kind of plays are you looking for, especially with, the team that you have here, Artsakh?
They've been trying. They've been trying to go into that pick and roll, get to the basket, but it's just not clicking today offensively, like you said. And then on the other side, you are giving up easy points like we just saw. That demoralizes you.
As Abramian able to knock down the three, he probably heard a word or two from us. He said, hey, watch this. Shnoravorian takes it all the way to Breeze. He goes up. It's good for Shnoravorian. Continues his offensive campaign for the Avan. Score 77-66. Travell Jones wants it down low. Barsegian there for help side. Travell Jones, beautifully done for the former Taiwanese National Basketball League's hooper. 77-68, minute and a half to go. Ryan Barsegian, good for the Hoover High School alumnus. Breeze on the right-hand side. Shnoravorian greeted by Nazarian's screen. And Breeze goes up and tries to get a little bit more active. That's something we were talking about, Alec. Aaron Breeze is going to have a lot more aggressiveness in his offensive game today to kind of make a dent in Artsakh's, or shall I say that dent in Artsakh's fate of this playoffs.
You're not going to win with him having 7 points through 3 quarters. It's that simple, especially without their second most important player, arguably, Roman Davis. You need Aaron Breeze to have a huge fourth quarter if you're going to win this game.
Players missing in action, a big key for teams in the playoffs, oftentimes that are looking to really make a change in contrast to what they're – and what just happened. A little bit of confusion results in gameplay when game goes on. And Travell Jones goes up for the lay. It's good. 79-71, a minute left to go in the third quarter. Austin Cole, guarded by Nazarian. Travell Jones comes to trap.
That's a good double there.
10 seconds on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock. Shnoravorian goes up. Manuel Bullion wants a foul, no call given. Aaron Breeze wide open, receives it by Travell Jones, and no good. Tarosian there to clean up, and it's good for Eric Tarosian. Lots of contact, but no problem.
Big run here, cutting it down to 6, and it just feels like momentum shifting, Rich.
With 15 seconds on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock, approximately 6 seconds between game and shot. McGurchin found. Shnoravorian's going to have to let it fly. No good, and it's a shot clock violation with 6.7 left on the shot clock. On the game clock. 79-73, only a 6-point game. Can Artsakh bring this down to a 3-point game? What a game it's been so far. Artsakh looking to make a comeback. Breeze, he's going to have to let it go. And no good. Abramian misses the shot, and we're headed to our fourth and final quarter of our second versus third match. 79-73, Avan up. We'll be back with more after a few words from our sponsors.
17. Mixonorits does not. I'm missing it. Hi, my name is Razmik. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Armenian village. I'm a graduate of QAF's theater club. I'm a student at the French college in Armenia, and my biggest achievement is the growth I had in the last couple of years, both mentally and physically. QAF inspired me to make my dreams come true. I used to be shy, I wasn't active in social life, but the theater club gave me confidence and strong communication skills. QAF education programs are very important because they help so many people from so many different places to discover themselves.
We're back at Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am League here in Glendale, California, greater Los Angeles area. Alec scores 79-73 here starting the fourth and final quarter. Winner of this match goes on to play against an undefeated Armen's basketball club, which I don't think anybody in this league wants to do. What do you got to do if you're Artsakh and you end up wanting to go play Armen's basketball club?
I'll say this. You might not want to play Armen's, but you want to win this game. That's all you're looking at right now. And cutting this lead down to 6, which, in my opinion, was the key to this whole thing for Artsakh. Cutting it down to single digits to start this fourth. I think they have all the momentum, Rich.
Definitely something to keep in mind if you're Avan. First time at single digits since the first half. Artsakh with the rebound. Can Artsakh change the momentum starting the fourth quarter? Lusararian, quiet night for him. Breeze lets it fly. It's good for Aaron Breeze with a deep 2. Avan lucky he had his foot on the line. Barsegian has Cole cutting. He shoots it himself instead, and a rebound by Breeze. Opportunity to make this a single possession game. Armenian all the way. No good, just off the backboard. Shnaravorian going 1 against 3. Beautiful pass to Barsegian, and a missed opportunity by Barsegian. Such a key play for them. Artsakh. Piaro back to Artsakh, and a timeout by a furious coach Manuel Bullion. Scores 79-75, completely different than what we were seeing in the first half. Alec, what just happened?
Rich, all the momentum is with Artsakh right now. Avan has no rhythm going on offense. They're not running back on defense. And Artsakh is a type of a team, they're a little chaotic at times, but that's what brings them back into a game like this, where Vahe, for example, hasn't really done much today, stepping up big here, getting a couple of baskets. I just don't know what it's going to take for Avan to get back on track now. You got to find something. I think it's the speed of the game changing. It slowed down a little bit on their end. Can they turn it around here?
When we're looking at the main names behind each team, clearly Shnaravorian, Austin Cole, each with at least 25 points. Shnaravorian with 27, Austin Cole with 38. But then the next guy that you have that's been scoring is Ryan Barsegian down at 7. And if you're Artsakh right now, you got 5 dudes that have at least 10 points. And that's something that you're liking entering the fourth quarter, because just in case one of them goes cold, you can rely on 4 others. What do you have to say about that, Alec?
Of course, especially when you've been losing the whole game, right, essentially, if you're Artsakh. But you have multiple guys that are doing well, whereas Avan has just relied on 2 guys, and now they're struggling. As you see a double again there.
Great defense by Artsakh Basketball Club, changing things around. If you're Coach Avan Melkonian, you'll love to see that. Aaron Breeze guarded by Shnaravorian. Artsakh, he's going to go up. No good, not enough. Great hustle play from both sides. Ira Petian's out. Cole has McCurchin. He's going to take it himself. Missed opportunity from Cole. 2 missed layups by Avan in 1 minute. And Artsakh, just like that, has tied the game. The energy, the momentum, fully in the hands of Artsakh Basketball Club. Avan is stumped. 8 minutes left to go in the game. Shnaravorian goes up. Tyler Lusararian had all ball, but it was the body foul that oftentimes players end up reacting with. But fouls on the ground. Not going up. As Avan's going to take out the ball from the baseline. Ira Petian to Cole. And Austin Cole gets his first bucket of the fourth quarter. Artsakh didn't realize he was on defense there, was getting prepared on the offensive end, and Avan made him pay. Breeze, guarded by Shnaravorian, 81-79. Avan back up. 2-man game between Breeze and Piaro. But Bullion wanted an offensive call. No good there by Breeze. Shnaravorian, 1-on-3 opportunity. Finds Cole. Piaro nearly grabs it but doesn't. McCurchin, he's going to go up. No good. Rebound Breeze, but in the hands of McCurchin it goes. Ira Petian, Shnoravorian, he lets it fly. No good for Shnoravorian, in and out like the fast food restaurant.
Big shot that didn't go in there.
Artsakh going to have to look up, and a foul bailed out by McCurchin just before Artsakh was going to go up. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Out of control play we just saw, brought back to an equilibrium with a referee's whistle.
It feels, Rich, that the shots that Avan were hitting in the first half just haven't been there this half, besides a few good looks in the beginning of the third. And you have to credit Artsakh's defense. They've really picked it up. It feels like the energy has just skyrocketed for this group.
Definitely. This Artsakh basketball club, much credit to them, coming back from a major deficit, something that's not easy to do, whether in playoff or regular season, as Piaro, the person we were talking about in the first quarter on the rebounding edge, clearly shows us why he's there.
And their first lead since the first quarter.
Great defense by Abramian. Sorry to cut you short, Alec. And that would have been an intense play. But man, poor decisions, and that could have been a backcourt missed opportunity by the referees, and a great shot by Shnoravorian.
Rich, that was a good no call from what I saw because the ball hadn't crossed the center divider. Yeah, his foot went over, but that's okay.
Thank you for letting us know on that, Alec. 6.5 left to go in regulation. 83-82. Avan up by 1. Great basketball game so far. It's been all Avan up until the fourth quarter. Great defense by Lusararian, getting a hand in the passing lane. Abramian goes up to Piaro, and a dreadful pass leads to Breeze. And Breeze with the 3.
Does Aragod get the assist on that, Rich?
I'm not sure, but if you're Avo Melkonian, you absolutely love to play from Breeze in comparison to last week. Shnoravorian takes Lusararian, finds himself in a pickle, has to pass it up. Kirkayan lets it go. No good. Lusararian with the rebound. Has Artsakh, selects him, back to Lusararian. Keeps the dribble alive. Lusararian goes up. No good. Rebound to Artsakh. Has the opportunity to go up. He does. No good. And Shnoravorian taking it the other way. Both teams really gassed right now, but Shnoravorian's going to let it fly. And no good. And a smart timeout called by Artsakh as they're up by 2. 5:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with more after a few words from our sponsors.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And we are back here at Academy USA, and Witt has been a real turnaround here for the Artsakh Basketball Club, who were down at one point by more than 15 points, bringing it back and taking the lead now, 85-83 with the ball in their hands. Rich, I want to ask you, what have you seen from Artsakh besides the fact of their hustle and intensity?
Well, in the first half, I didn't see that, and that was the problem for Artsakh. In the second half, they've been able to adjust much quicker, and dare I say, in the fourth quarter, they've been able to really capitalize on the areas that they weren't even touching in the first half. So that's what I've seen. I've seen an Aaron Breeze show up. I've seen Travell Jones really get big down low, And also, Vaya Artsakh gone a lot more aggressive on both ends of the floor. So that's helped them a lot, but obviously Avan's flow of offense, we're not seeing that motion offense that we saw very vigorously done in the first 3 quarters. It's almost like a complete different team. As Armenian goes up, missed opportunity there. Both teams have missed easy layup opportunities, and I'm just going to imagine both coaches are going to come back to this game and really highlight those for next season, whoever loses, of course.
But Rich, one of the main differences between the 2 missing layups are that Artsakh are following up their misses, whereas Avan are missing, not running back. It's a complete turnaround here.
Complete turnaround, and as the bank shot clearly open for Artsakh there, Barsegian contemplates. He's going to go up, and it's good this time around. 89-85, 4.5 left to go in the 4th and final period of regulation. Breeze against Shnaravorian. Euro steps his way. Thought he got fouled. Referees think otherwise. Barsegian on a 2-on-2 opportunity with more guys showing up. Irapetian has Shnaravorian. Selects him. Shnaravorian's going to go up, and a foul called. Fouls on number 0, Aaron Breeze. Something we talked about earlier, Alec. The foul trouble that may come looming in the end. No foul trouble other than Tyler Lucirarian right now for Artsakh with 4 fouls. 1 more and he's out of the game, and Aaron Breeze had just picked up his 2nd. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Avan, great pass down low, and a beautiful work done together by Austin Cole and Mike Kirkarian with 4 minutes now left in the 4th. Less than 4 minutes, excuse me. Armenian straight to the knee of Cole. And a foul before the tracks. And that's going to be Armenian's 3rd personal, I believe. And for those of you that are waiting for the Academy USA game, don't go anywhere. Game will start as soon as the Artsakh Avan basketball game ends. And as a reminder, the winner of this match, Avan versus Artsakh, moves on to play the undefeated Armen's basketball club that has not lost the game in 1 year.
Who's going to be the one, Rich? Who's going to be the one to beat them?
I can't say. I honestly can't say, nor do I know. Beautiful footwork by Shnaravorian, unable to knock it. Shnaravorian's going to try to get on the defensive end nonetheless, and he does. Barsegian there to help him out. Barsegian's off on the tracks. And a traveling violation for an uncoordinated Barsegian there. 89-87, not the right move, Alec.
Very rare mistake from him, too. This group just needs to settle down. It's only a 2-point game, and I feel like they're rushing a lot of their shot attempts.
Jones against Cole. Jones is going to go up. Lots of contact there from both sides. And a jump ball called against Jones, and ball remains in the hands of Artsakh Basketball Club. Travell Jones pleading his case, referee not interested. Jones, Cole, what a matchup it's been so far. 89-87, 3 minutes left to go in regulation. Breeze against Shnaravorian. And an offensive foul called against Aaron Breeze. Alec, what do you think about that call?
50-50. Those are always a toss-up, but good footwork.
Always just give it to the footwork. Michael Kirkarian off to Cole. Cole thinks about it. Now he has Abramian on him. Double team. Kirkarian finds Irapetian. Irapetian lets it go. No good. Jones with the rebound. Shnaravorian tries to tap it. 2:35 left to go in the 4th and final quarter. Abramian, guarded by Irapetian, looks to get the ball back. Doesn't. Jones goes against Cole. And a foul called on number 23, Austin Cole of Avan. That's Austin Cole's 2nd personal. Nothing to worry about if you're Coach Abulian, of course, but something to keep in mind. Jones Kirkayan thinks about doubling, and he does. Ryan Barsegian behind to assist, and Jones, great vision by Jones as Lusararian goes up and misses it. And while we're at it, Spring 2023 semifinals next week, 12:15 p.m. For those of you that need a notification or two, make sure to subscribe so that way you get notified when the games start. Alec, it's been such a great game to call so far, and I really don't know who's going to win it, but all I know is they're going to have a lot on their plate whenever they get to the next round.
Yeah, focus on these 2 minutes here. Get some momentum for that winner going into the next game. It's a toss-up right now. Obviously, Artsakh building up that momentum, taking the lead, making it a 3-point game now, but Avan is always there.
Always there, always looming. Ryan Barsegian, handoff to Schnaravorian. Looks like a lot of switch action happening from Artsakh, but before we can get to that subject, there's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We're back at Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am League here in Glendale, California. 87-90, Avan Basketball Club. It was all their game until the fourth and final quarter, and here comes Artsakh Basketball Club and completely ruins their plans. Alec, what do you got to say about that?
They just turned the game into what they are better at. It's that simple. They went into a more physical, fast-paced tempo. They didn't think about too many things. They just played, and it was all Artsakh in that early on in that fourth quarter, which is the difference here.
Leading scorers for Artsakh, Abramian with 19, Breeze with 17, Piaro with 16, Jones with 16, and Artsakh with 11. For Avan, it's been all just kind of two players really making the efforts on the offensive end. It's been Austin Cole with 42 and Schnaravorian with 29, as Cole tried to make it 45 there. Less than 2 minutes left to go. 3-point deficit for Avan. Going to try to make some kind of stop here to not allow Artsakh BC move on to the playoffs. Move on in the playoffs as Ryan Barsegian able to pickpocket. Ira Petsian there. He's going to go for a lip, and he misses it. But Schnaravorian there to clean it up. 89-90, only a 1-point deficit for Avan. Aaron Breeze guarded by Schnaravorian. Lusararian coming to set a pick. Instead, space is what Breeze goes for, and then beautiful play by Aaron Breeze, the player we were talking about in the first half that needed to gain a lot more momentum for his game to really translate into a win, but Ryan Barsegian takes it the other way and gets fouled by Artsakh Basketball Club.
Rich, Aaron Breeze, 14 points in the second half. Most of it, 12 of them coming here in the fourth quarter. I mean, he is the guy we talked about having to step up, him and Aragod being the focal points, and they really did step up in this fourth quarter. And can they finish it? That's the question now.
Breeze with 19 points, 7 of 20 from the field goal. Not the most efficient night, but this is when we kind of look at the game and we understand that not everything is in the statistics, right? A player that was struggling in the first half, not getting his name out on the stat line, but now here in the fourth quarter, he's been the focal point, if I may so say myself, for Artsakh.
There's only one column that you care about after a game's done. That's the win-loss.
Yep, it's the letter W or the letter L. Yep. 91-92. Artsakh up by 1 minute and 9 left to go in regulation. Breeze guarded by Schnaravorian. Jones looks to set a screen, finds Lusararian in the corner. Breeze wants it back. Pump fake. Gets his guy in the air. Lets it go. Rainbow shot. It's good for Aaron Breeze. Keeps it light and breezy. Schnoravorian goes straight against Lusararian. Guarded by 3. Stolen ball. Schnoravorian able to get it back, but Breeze gets it instead. 40 seconds left to go. Breeze guarded heavily by Schnoravorian, and a foul just in the nick of time. What a ball game it's turned into here in the 4th and final quarter. Artsakh, really any team could win it, really, even with the outcome of today. It's been all over the place.
Wow.
As Avan, Schnoravorian's there. Austin Cole wants it. He's going to let it fly. No good.
No need to foul, Rich. No need to foul. You got about an 8-second difference between the game and shot clock.
Intense opportunity for Avan. And a timeout called just in time. Ira Petsian wanted the 8-second call, Alec. Didn't get it. Then Artsakh wanted the foul call. They didn't get it. But a timeout was called. Artsakh got it. So 94-91, 24 seconds left. Alec, you're a head coach yourself. I'm relying on your information here. What do you do coming out of this timeout if you're Artsakh?
First and foremost, you can't take an early shot. You got to use most of your shot clock. There is an 8-second difference, and you're up by 3. So you kind of live with whatever you can get. Obviously, you want the best shot available. 2 guys I'm looking at, Rich. Aaron Breeze, Aragata Bramian. The shot's got to come from one of those 2 guys. And if you're Avan, no need to foul here. You have plenty of time if you can play good defense. Some coaches like extending the game, but personally with 8-second difference, I trust my guys. Get me a stop.
Alec, let me bring you a scenario, a realistic one. Let's say Avan is able to hold off Artsakh from getting a shot up. Do you call a timeout, or do you get straight back into it?
I go right away, and I try and get a quick 2. I'm not trying to hit a 3 right now. I try and get a quick 2 with 5-6 seconds left possibly, and then play the foul game for that final shot.
Well, let's see what Artsakh has in their bag of tricks. 23 seconds left. Can't take the basketball back to backcourt. And Lusararian finds it to Abramian. And a great defensive effort. Gonna have to rebound here, and a shot clock violation.
Now, Rich, you would know the rule better than I do. I'm pretty sure that was a backcourt violation.
I believe that was a backcourt violation. And we'll be back after a few words from our sponsors.
I mean, what's important for this upcoming season is just Gary being consistent and getting a chance to show what he can do and be on the court, and all this hard work to pay off from where he started last year and kind of just keep evolving to where it's going. As we talk about, G, it's about getting 1% better every day. I think that's what we need to just focus on.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We're back at Academy USA Arena, home of the AABA Pro-Am Basketball League here in Glendale, California. Artsakh, Avan, winner of this match, moves on to play in the second round against Armenians. Alec, one question for you. Do you go for the quick 2 or do you go for the 3?
Personally, Rich, I think you try and get a quick 2, but with 8.5, it's kind of that gray zone, and you do have 3 guys that can shoot the ball very well. And I think Coach Manoa is going to draw up a 3-point play here.
And here, 94-91. Let's see what Abulian drew up. Austin Cole, man of the hour. He's going to let it fly. No good. And just like that, Artsakh Basketball Club will be moving on to the next round. What a game it's been. We thought it was all Avan up until the third quarter. And man, what an effort by Artsakh. Soon we'll have the writing tutor player of the game announced.
Rich, just want to wrap up this game here by saying what a comeback by the Artsakh basketball club, coming back from what seemed like an insurmountable lead. Just stuck with each other, battled, and our player of the game is the one person that we've been asking for to show up in the absence of Roman Davis, and that is Aaron Breeze, who's with our very own Rich Elmoyan right now.
We're here with Aaron Breeze, the writing tutor player of the game. Aaron, you started off slow today. Alec and I on the booth were saying we're going to need to see Aaron Breeze if we're going to want to see if we're going to want to see Artsakh in the second round. What kind of motivation did you have going into the second half where you realized you need to jump the gun?
It was no big boy, so I had to get going, had to get busy. I was struggling early, but I knew I didn't have a warm-up, so I was like, first half warm-up, get busy in the second half.
I know last week's game was super frustrating. You weren't too happy about it, but here you are. Now you're still in the playoffs, and you're moving on to go play an Armenians that is very undefeated. What kind of mentality do you have going against an Armenians team that hasn't lost in a year?
Same mentality. They're big front runners, and they got so happy when I got thrown out the game. That was on me. I got to be a professional, but it's going to be the same thing like last week. But I'm just going to be cool, calm, collected like how I was today, regardless of the shots falling, whatever.
Aaron, thank you so much. You are the writing tutor player of the game. We can't wait for next week. Good luck. And make sure to tune in next week, semifinals at 12:15 p.m. But first, make sure to watch the Aragats game versus Academy USA.